The most important question I got was, what is your legacy? Not a material legacy, but if life stops now, how do you want to be remembered? What is your frequency legacy? The Phoenix Frequency podcasts are a result from that question. When all seemed burned in your life, the fertile ash of a phoenix is filled with compassion, love, forgiveness, empowerment, intuition, wisdom, generosity, creativity, resilience, a balance of an evolution and involution, what is needed to rise. I am Nienke van Bezooijen and I live my Phoenix frequencies. On a weekly basis, I share my insights, my resources, and I have guests who Phoenix themselves. If it resonates to you, you're welcome to rise. Hi, I'm Nienke van Bezooijen, and I am the host for the podcast series, The Phoenix Frequencies. And I got a request from Dejong. Hi, Dejong.
Hi. Thank you.
Do you wanted to have an explanation about the Phoenix Frequencies? What do you want to know?
Oh, I am full of questions, so many questions. I'm very curious. I love your podcast about Phoenix frequencies. That's really, really good. And I'm very fascinated at that. And the more I listen to it, I have this basic question. What is, what is Phoenix frequencies?
Well, a Phoenix Frequencies, there's a whole lot to it. Why I started the whole podcast series is because I faced in my life, let's say, setbacks, but such a setback that I nearly was dead. But life had plans for me in my life, so I survived. And from there, I reinvented myself and renewed my life. And many people said to me, "Oh my goodness, you're such a phoenix." What's a phoenix? I don't know. I had to look it up and I found some very interesting stuff. Because a phoenix as a bird, you will see it all around the globe, from the native Indians to Asia, to the Greek, to Egypt, Christianity, everywhere they speak about phoenixes. So I looked them up and I wrote them down, and I have to have a little look here what it's all there because I can't even remember. What I do know, everywhere in all ancient descriptions, it's all about strength and resilience, renewing life, rebirth. And in, for example, Japan, it represents the imperial family. So there is a lot of things there. It's very connected with the sun everywhere, like the rising sun coming up again, coming up again. It brings positive change, loyalty, fortune in many areas. In Japan, it's also for courage. And it's related to the sun goddess Amaterasu, peace, harmony, and transformation. That's Japan. But Egypt, it's also the Bennu birth. It's associated with the god of the sun, Ra, very well known there. And in the Greek, it's the immortality. Um, After 500 years, the bird will burn itself to renew and live other hundreds of years. And that's where it's also known from the ashes to rise and to live again. And the Native Americans, they call it the thunderbird because with the blinking of the eye, it will direct the lightning. And it's a symbol of power and strength and protection. And in Christianity, the phoenix is related to Jesus Christ and the resurrection and immortality. So it's used there. So all these descriptions of the bird, and in the Asian, you also see it in the associated with a dragon. So how
Mm-hmm.
is it seen in your country, South Korea?
Oh, yeah. Thank you for asking. I'm happy to add our culture about the word phoenix. In Korea, it was and it is called 봉황. 봉, B-O-N-G, 황, H-W-A-N-G. So 봉황.
Mm-hmm.
봉 means a male phoenix. Hwang means a female phoenix. And when we call the bird together, 봉황. So
Ah,
in Korean culture and history from ancient days, still in contemporary era, we still use 봉황 in so many daily life. So and in Korea, we from the past we said like Phoenix visit us the whole country when we had a very caring kings. When the king is very kind and caring, then the holy bird, Bonghwang, visited our country. So
ah.
on the robes of kings and queens, they could have Bonghwang on their robes and on their robes. And even even these days, a big company wanted to use this bird as a symbol of their company. So Phoenix has been in our culture for a long time.
So wonderful. And it's just a proof that it's so global. And that's
Mhm.
another reason why well, maybe the Phoenix chose me rather than the other way around. Um, and for 2 years nearly, I sat with it and said, okay, as I have my Phoenix Day on the 12th of October, 2021, I sat for 2 years with it and wasn't sure what I wanted to do. But the way how I designed my life from it, I got more and more requests to share it. And what positive actions do I take to survive where life seems all against me, physically and in my environment? So I decided, okay, I will do something with it. And I've done podcasts before. And because I had a company or have a company called Presentation Master, and it's all about giving voice to people for what needs to be shared, I thought, well, it's time to bring podcasts on. And then it got to me, okay, what do I do with a podcast? So how do I form and shape it? So what it is a frequency is like a radio station. In the old days, I don't know if you remember, when we had where you had to tune with a little knot, and when it comes to the right frequency, you get a clear
Yes.
signal. But if you turn it another way, you don't hear anything.
Mm-hmm.
So a frequency is that fine tuning for who wants to hear it. Because I realize the way I share my things, it's
Mm-hmm.
not necessary that everybody will get it or agree with it or resonate with it. And that doesn't matter. But if I can reach the right people or the people who can hear it, that's my goal. And it's no
Mm-hmm.
matter where you live. I do them in English. And no matter where you live, what age you are, if it resonates, it resonates. So I can resonate with teenagers and I can resonate
Mm-hmm.
with retired people. It doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the frequency. So the phoenix is rising from the ashes and then fine tuning in the way how to renew your life and get there. And that's also a thing what
Mm-hmm.
I want to say here. There is a difference in a butterfly or a phoenix. You know,
Wow.
it's
Very
all
interesting.
it's all about transformation. And a butterfly is seen for transformation because there's a little caterpillar eating itself full, hanging itself up, popping, and then the butterfly flies. That's a transformational process. But the phoenix burns itself or it burns down. And from the fertile ashes, it renews and leaves behind all what wasn't serving and recreate from the new. It looks the same. So I still look the same as I was before I phoenixed. And I'm totally renewed. So that's the difference. So the butterfly comes from the caterpillar and then becomes a butterfly. It's a transformation. They don't look the same at all, but the phoenix does. So it's in this lifetime how you can recreate a new life and leave what doesn't serve you behind and get
Mm-hmm.
there. So in
Mm-hmm.
the podcast series, I also interview people who phoenix
Mm-hmm.
themselves because I'm
Mm-hmm.
not the only one. So what you do different, you come to this point of no return. And there isn't a bouncing back possible any longer. You don't bump into the same wall and then you get your resilience to get and bump again, resilience and get.
Mm-hmm.
It isn't about resilience. It is about phoenixing, rising from the ashes and design a new life. That's the phoenix frequency. If you tune on into the right thing, and it's all
Wow.
about the frequencies, what
Mm-hmm.
give energy, not what's depleting or draining your energy.
Wow. It's
How
so
can you drain
beautiful.
yourself? That's the old, that's the burning down. This is all
Mm-hmm.
about the rising. And it isn't that I'm a happy head or a happy peppy clappy person that, oh, do everything perfect and positive. No, it's called real life, but the way how you are with it, how you can be with adversity in life, that makes the
Mm-hmm.
difference. And that's why I
Wow.
call it the Phoenix frequencies.
Mm-hmm.
Weekly, weekly episodes. And
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Wow. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful and powerful. Wow. Thank you so much for, sharing your wisdom about how you created Phoenix frequencies. Mm. I have another question. May I ask you the second question?
sure,
Well, yeah, thank you. Is it learnable?
yeah,
Can you teach? And oh,
yeah,
really?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What I do there is to see where you're leaking your energy and where can turn the tide and see how you can redesign your life. But if it comes from a resilience and bouncing back and you don't want to transform from the ashes, then it will be hard. But if you're up to it and
Mm-hmm.
you're really found yourself on a point of no return, and it can be by choice. You don't have to be destroyed for it. It can be by
Mm-hmm.
choice, but only if you want to do the work,
Mm-hmm.
then it's easily learned.
Wow. Wow. That's
Yeah.
really amazing. Wow. I think this is really powerful and, lifting tools. And with this Phoenix frequencies, would you please share what kind of work or actions, or what do you want to design in the future with this Phoenix
Well,
frequency?
I just started with starting off, So people said, "Oh, yeah, what are you going to do with it?" Well, I just wanted to get my voice out and start the frequency. I didn't have any plan. I just wanted to do it. And only thing I did, I set myself a goal to have a weekly episode. So that's what I did since October 12th last year, 2023. So
Mm-hmm.
for me, it's time now to see what I can do, exactly as you say, in coaching and mentoring people, having trainings. I really want to set up a module where I can support people that they don't have to burn down many times or to clash into the wall many times, but they can just have their key of their future, of their happiness in their own hands. Don't put your key of happiness and results in someone else's hand. But often people are so afraid for the self responsibility. So, what are you able to respond to in occasions in life? So, coaching, mentoring, training, it's all there and it's a development.
Mm-hmm.
No?
Mm-hmm. Wow. I'm really looking forward to seeing, what's coming and what you, Phoenix, and next. So I would like to stay in your channel.
Well, it's wonderful. And what I like to share is why you are just having this conversation with me is because you asked if you can translate the podcast in your Korean language because not
Sure.
everybody speaks English.
Mm-hmm.
So inspired by you, Daeyoung, as a Phoenix yourself, you translated already the podcast in Korean.
Mm-hmm.
And there will be in English, and I'm Dutch, so there will be in Dutch as well.
Woohoo!
Because what you said, there's so many people who can benefit from it. So
Yes.
I'm grateful that you are just encouraging me as a colleague Phoenix just to spread more frequency so it's more accessible to others. So if you like it, to be continued and just see what's coming up in translations, you can read it.
Mm-hmm.
We're not planning yet to have anything on video apart from this one because you said people want to know, Nienke, what you're
Mm-hmm.
doing, and people want to
Mm-hmm.
capture. And on video,
Mm-hmm.
you can have all your languages translated there. So thank you for this
Thank
encouragement.
you, Nienke.